Yes sir, it's your boy RoyalJZ. So we're back at it again with another video. So basically we're gonna be taking the cylinder head off the motor and we're gonna be checking if the crank is any good. In the previous video y'all see me rotate it, make sure the bottom end was freed up and stuff, but this video we're gonna take the crank off. We're gonna take the cylinder head off and we're gonna check the crank and make sure the crank is good and get into all that. Then we're gonna probably clean the bike up a little bit, you feel me? We might even take the whole motor off and just redo the whole frame. So comment down below what type of color scheme y'all want to see on this bike. I was thinking about just blackening it out, black plastic. I might do the frame a color. I don't know what color I want to do the frame, but we're gonna have this bike looking right. So let's get into it. Shit, we're gonna have to definitely clean these coolant passages out. So this one right here is stripped out bad, so I'm gonna try to figure a way to put a socket on there and do it, take it out, but I'm gonna get all new because this one came out pretty good and the other one came out pretty good, but this one right here is gonna give me problems. So I'm gonna go back on the other side and take the other ones out and I'll be right back. All right, so I was able to get the cylinder off, well, the nuts off of it. I'm gonna get all new nuts for them, but can somebody tell me what's the best way to get the gunk out of the coolant passages on the cylinder head? I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna go from there. Here we go. Shit. Alright, so I got y'all set up. Hey, built not bought. We did that, you feel me? Bam, you got the cylinder off the motor. I think I just cracked the screen. Alright, so basically, you got the cylinder off. That can get honed out. Most of that can get honed out, but I'm gonna double check it and stuff. And then I gotta figure out, is it side to side play or is it up and down play? But I'll probably Google it and see. That's the piston moving. Are we in the money? It don't got no side to side. Alright, so I try to give it the benefit of the doubt. That crank is whooped. That crank is stiff, like nigga, like you burnt a piece of toast and it's not even be able to flex no more. That crank is stiff. Alright, so I got y'all set up and I'm gonna use this little pick right here. This is what I usually use to get out the I forgot what it's called, the holder in the wash, I forgot what it's called. Hey, it been a minute since I had a dirt bike, but you feel me? The wrist pin to get the wrist pin out the off the piston, so you take the piston out. Hey, and put a rag in the cylinder, well at the bottom end, so you won't drop it into the motor and you have to take the whole bike up motor apart. You feel me? It save you some time. Gotta get it at a right angle. And put your thumb right there so you can catch it. You see, caught it, but we're not gonna be reusing this because we're gonna get a brand new piston. It's gonna come with all that. You feel me? This little tip, and you just slide it on the other side. On the other side of the piston, I can't take the wrist pin out because it like the piston melted a little bit and it melted over the area, so I can't even get that side out. So I have to do it on this side. I'm just gonna push it out from this side. Got me a hammer, the flathead. You feel me? I'm just gonna hit the wrist pin up. Hey, and get some pliers and put the rest out. If you don't want to damage the crank, you want to be at the bottom end pieces. Got some needle nose. Hey, just like that. Piston is out. Hey, but I never seen a piston with this groove right here. I know this hole is for what? To lube the cylinder and shit. And these two right here. But you can see the piston had detonated. Something detonated in the motor. So And then it got, you see it inside. I just want to show you the piston. And this is what I was talking about. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the wrist pin out on this side because this shit right here, like chunk of the metal broke off right there. And bam. That's how you do it. Hey, remember, built, not bought. We do this ourselves out here. But sheesh. The ring still, nah, never mind. The ring kind of seized up right there a little bit. But I'll be right back and I'm gonna check the bottom end. All right. I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments. So, you see the crank. You see how it's not moving? Like, you know how you can move the crank, like, side up and down without this moving, if I'm not mistaken. But if you look at it, I think the bearing might be bad in the crank. Because this shit, it's basically stiff as shit, the rod. I don't know if the rod supposed to move, but, you feel me? It moves like when I do it, like, it move, yeah, and I just dumped some oil down there to lubricate it, but we might need to split the cases. Cause it's kind of stiff when I do it. So if anybody know, let me know. Cause it's stiff as shit. The crank, the bottom end is stiff. The rod and whatever is stiff. I'm gonna show y'all again. Like y'all see, it's kind of hard to rotate it right there. And this bearing, I know. Let me see. Yeah. So, and it's I'm gonna get y'all up closer. You see right there, it's a heat mark. I'm gonna wipe it off for y'all. Y'all see right there, it's a heat mark, and and it's stiff as hell. This connecting rod is stiff, so you might need I need to probably split the cases. Sad days. But well, for the year, it's a 92, so what you expect? So the base of the motor gonna need a whole rebuild. Piston, bottom, top end, bottom end, and all that. And this is the cylinder. It's not that bad. I can just probably hone that out. But you know, it is what it is. I'll be right back. Sheesh. Had coolant in the motor. All bad. That's bad, you feel me? But the motor gonna get it rebuilt. That's tough. Alright, so basically we got the last motor mount bolt out. Don't judge me because I got the bike on the side. I had to flip it on the side and hit it with a hammer. First I did it with that little one, then I did it with the rubber mount. I was like, I don't want to mess it up, so I used the rubber mount. So I had to bring big boy out. JD, I had to bring JD out. So basically I just used this screw right here with JD. I had to bring the big guns out and, you know, hit it out. But we got it out, so basically the motor is basically free. Just gotta unloosen the wire harness. And like I said, don't judge me. I had to put it on the side. I had to do what I had to do. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever was in this motor, that oil stink. It's fucking getting on my nerves. But I basically lift the bike back up and take the motor out. Alright, so with the wire harness, it's basically color matched. This wire is white and green, and the wire that it connects to is white and green. So basically, just don't forget where the wires go. But it's basically common sense with it. But that's about it. We about to get the motor out. So just get the wire harness out and the motor's basically loose. So I'll be back. I'm gonna put y'all on a little mount real quick after I do the wire, so I'll be back. Alright, so I finally got the clutch cable loose. We finna pull the motor. Yes, sir. So we got the motor out the frame. So next video, y'all gonna see me clean up the frame, taking some rest of the parts off, and I'm gonna figure out what color I want to do the frame, and if I want to paint the wheels black. I spray paint my wheels black on my other frame, my RM80 I had, and the wheels is doing pretty good. They didn't chip or they didn't do nothing like that. So basically, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably clean the motor up and all that, but this crank is fried because this crank supposed to be moving, and it's not even doing none of that. And it got a heat mark right there, so basically this, I guess the bottom end is done with. So I'll be back. Yes, sir. So we editing the video right now. So basically I didn't have an outro, so I want to say thank y'all if y'all made it this far into the video. You know, this is a learning experience of me taking the bottom end apart. So for the next video, I'm gonna be probably cleaning the frame, and we're gonna probably get into, I guess, taking apart the rest of the motor. So stay tuned for that, and thank y'all for watching.